And we are live from Richmond, Virginia, where tonight the stars of the Fast Track Cup Series look to do battle on another short track. In this short track stretch that we hit, it is time for the second race of that running. This is Richmond. This is the Gerber Collision 200. We welcome you live here on BRN. This is Dawson Allen on the call with you tonight as we get ready for some more short track action. Really excited to see how this one plays out based on what we saw yesterday with the Cup Series race. I think we could have a very entertaining run here tonight that could lead to some different strategies possibly and some differences in general that could lead us to having a good race tonight. My name is Dawson Allen, as I mentioned, on the call with you here tonight. Welcome you into tonight's broadcast. And we are coming up on the end of this regular season with just only 3 races left to go here before we hit the postseason. That's what these drivers are really kind of racing towards right now as things stand. And I'll show you just what I'm talking about here. We're looking at just 2 races after tonight, heading into what is going to be our finale. I'll show you the schedule first here. As you can see, it is just 2 races after tonight. We've got New Hampshire and then Daytona to close it out. 80 laps there in 2 weeks' time. And then we'll have our chase field set to racing starting at Darlington the day after Labor Day weekend, I should say. We'll be seeing that race run here on the 7th of September. As you can see, just a couple more races coming up after that. It's getting close to the end here of the 2026 campaign. We've been excited to have it here with us, and we've been excited to have you here with us as well. As you can see, those chase standings that we're looking at right now, it's going down to the wire. 6 points separating 16th place and 17th place. Bill Benedict has the spot over Tracy Powers. You see the missed race by Roger Rios-Matthias has put him back towards that cut line, only 18 to the good. Alan Pajari 23 to the good, and you see Andrew Moore's 47 to the good. Jake Hickson is locked in. Sean Calderbach just needs to get to 20 starts, and then he will be in. I think he's got the points enough to do so after tonight anyways if he makes this race, which I believe he's here. Let me double check on that. He is indeed here. So after tonight's race, I think points-wise he'll be fine. Just needs to make the starts if he's not there yet. You see Wayne Grossi, Brian Dubel, and Andrew Russo also right there in the top 20. Still right there in contention, but just need a little extra help if they want to have a chance at this chase here tonight. 3 races to get there. That's the goal right now for those 3 that are down there, 18, 19, 20th, and on back. You got 3 races to cut into that gap to try to find your way in. That's what you got to work for. As for the regular season title, Tyler Marble has got a nice, decent 23-point lead over Quentin Clark, but he'd like to expand that here tonight. Michael Mueller's right there in 3rd. Jacob Musso 4th. Ty Ippolito is 5th. Of course, bonus points to those that finish in that top 10. So we'll see who can manage it, maintain it, and get there as this regular season comes to a close here. So right now we've got ourselves about 2 minutes to go in practice before we get racing. Dane Cruz currently is your fastest car on the track right now. The number 70 over Tyler Marble, Jared Bundy, Jacob Musso, and Michael Mueller as they run top 5 right now. The only one of the top 5 there that does not have a win yet is Jared Bundy. We've been talking about that 3 machine all season long, how he had the wins last season at Darlington as well as Gateway, but he has yet to find victory lane here in 2026. He has been fighting. He has been close. He has had a lot of chances, just not able to close the deal. 3rd fast in practice right now could be a sign of things to come tonight. We'll see how it plays out for him. Still, there's a lot of racing that has to run before we can see anything. It's Jacob Musso losing it there into turn number 1. Brandon Saylor just went 6th fastest in the 24 machine. Just a lot of guys that are just trying to put together these good races, especially at a track like this. It's kind of hard to describe why it's so different, why it's so difficult. But one thing that'll be difficult is this right here, pit road. If we do get green flag pit stops, if we do get pit stops while there's green flag action, this will be the zone to watch. A lot of guys going to end up making some mistakes and possibly taking themselves out of it with those there. So keep your eyes peeled on it. We'll see how it all shakes out. But right now, just about a minute to go in qualifying and practice. Pardon me. Qualifying coming up right after this. And then we will get into the racing here tonight. Richmond, such a tricky track, I would say, trying to manage a race. Especially, you were racing against everybody in the field. And such a short racetrack, not a lot of space. And if there's any kind of accidents that happen on that course, you put yourself in very, very tough positions trying to miss them. It just happens right in front of you so fast. It happens quick. You may wind up taken out of these races because of it. So, just 14 seconds to go in practice before we head into qualifying to get our field set and ready to go racing. And so let's see how they'll shake out. But Dane Cruz fastest over Tyler Marble, Jared Bundy, Jacob Musso, and Michael Mueller, the top 5 fastest times in practice. And now we head into qualifying. So we'll see how they all fare. We'll go down and follow Jared Bundy right now. He's one of the ones heading out on track right now. This 3 machine mentioned coming up on over a year almost since he last won a race. Looking to change that here tonight would be a nice way to kind of get close to that playoff push, that chase push, I should say, if he can steal a win. And he'll make his way around and he'll hit the start-finish line and start his first timed lap. And you'll see some of these guys, what they're going to end up doing, they'll go high on this first qualifying lap, run a higher line around the corners, and then their second lap, their fast lap, they're going to cut it back down to that yellow line, down on the apron, and try to run the best lap they can to go for that pole position. It's really interesting, seeing that kind of play out, watching these guys run that high line at a short track like this to qualify. And Bundy's going to come off the corner here. Right now, 9th fastest. He'll jump to 4th fastest. Michael Mueller. Now Jeff Marble jumps to the top of the speed charts. We'll go back and see how Tracy Powers is doing in the number 25 machine. Michael Mueller now to the top of the speed charts. Rodriguez Tice jumped up to 6th fastest there. There's more drivers punching lap times. Tracy Powers will go 18th fastest on his first lap. What can he put down for lap number 2? Right now, Tyler Marble 2nd fastest. Michael Mueller is still fastest on track. Tracy Powers will go 21.096. That's good for 9th fastest in that number 25 machine. We'll cut back to Marcus Emerson, who's on track. He's a winner of the short track earlier this season at Martinsville. I'd like to pick up another win here tonight if we could. Come around and complete his first timed lap. It's 21.153. Be on the lower end of the speed charts. 15th fastest. Can you pick up on lap number 2? And it will be 5th fastest for the 22 machine. As he'll hit the wall there, we'll see Dane Cruz now in the 70 machine as he makes his way onto the track. Fastest in practice. Can he replicate it in qualifying? See how he does, making his way off of turn number 2. And he will go first fastest. Pole run there for Dane Cruz. Watching Jake Hickson, he'll hit the stripe. Start his timed laps. First lap, 21.674, but he's going for speed on this second lap, obviously. Oh, I think you might have caught the wall there. We'll see what it is when he comes around and hits the stripe. 26 seconds to go in qualifying. This will be the last qualifying attempt. It's going to be slower. So he'll start 26th, but that'll be okay for him. So just 12 seconds. We'll go a quick... Actually, no, we won't go to ad break. We'll let it be. We'll roll, and then we'll show you what our field's looking like as we get ready to get underway here at Richmond for the Gerber Collisions 200. So as we get to this grid, everybody's starting to hit the grid and get ready to get this race going. Let's take a look at your starting lineup for tonight's race. Starting on the pole position, it is the number 70 of Dane Cruz. Fastest in practice. He'll be fastest in the qualifying. He'll start the race in P1. Michael Mueller is outside. Tyler Marble, Jeff Marble, row of marbles together in row 2. It's Brandon Saylor and Marcus Emerson together in row 3. Row 4, it's Jeff Shutt and Corey Ennis. Then Andrew Moore Jr. and Roger Rios-Matias rounding out the top 10. Starting 11th tonight will be Tracy Powers, Ty Ippolito on his outside, Albert Williams and Wayne Grossi starting in row 7. Row 8, Jacob Musso and Brian Conklin. Thomas O'Hara and Jared Bundy together in row 9. Then it's Andrew Russo and Alan Pajari rounding out the top 20. David Hara starting 21st with Joseph Musso on his outside, Cody Matthews and Quentin Clark back in row 12. Ryan Haynes and Jake Hickson together in row 13. Then it's Sean Calderbach and Andrew Nieder in row 14. Then Chris Chavez Esri, last week's winner, he'll start 29th with Philip Chavez to his outside, starting in 30th. 31st place, Michael Kurjalak with Brian Dubel to his outside. So James Wallace and Bill Benedict together in row number 17. Row 18, Brian Burchett with Glenn Grigsby. And Tommy Osborne rounds out our field of 37 drivers ready to tackle Richmond Raceway. Michael Kurjalak starting 31st. Kind of shocked to see that one. He's been pretty good on these short tracks as of late. So seeing him out back kind of caught my attention there as an interesting one. So as the field starts to roll, we'll have 2 pace laps. So we're not going green immediately. We're going to have some pace laps and then we will go racing here. So, 2 pace laps, and then we'll get the green flag. Of course, looking back at how things have gone in this league, taking a look and see how the recent races at Richmond Raceway have gone. Just see. Looks like the most recent winner was Brody Hayes, and I don't recognize any of the names in this list of drivers that have won, so I would say we're due for a first-time winner tonight in this race. We'll see who it is that takes home the checkered flag at Richmond for the first time in their career tonight. Pace car's off. Dane Cruz going to lead this field to green. And here we go. 3 races left in this regular season. Green flag flies, racing here in Richmond. Dane Cruz that leads lap number 1. Jeff Shutt slow on the apron further back here. I think he had a moment off of turn 4. He gathers it up and hangs on to it now in that number 27 machine. But it's a mad dash to try to find spots as quick as you can. Oh, Ennis and Emerson almost made contact there in the back right here. They make their way back into turn 1. Ennis in 7th, chasing Emerson. Dane Cruz is your race leader. As they make their way back down. To turn number 1. See some battling further back here. Side-by-side action here. Albert Williams on the inside. Talia Bruto on the outside. Right behind them, Jared Bundy's on the outside. Jacob Musso's on the inside. Jeff Shutt, he's got a gaggle of cars behind him. See Conklin over the inside at 37, trying to get there. Jumps right behind. I mentioned Sean Kaltenbach starting this race tonight. Likely has enough points, just needing to make the starts. Right now, he has scored 35th. Last car on track right now. Way out back. But he doesn't really need to risk it. With the points gap that he has, I mean, I think just making these starts, he should be decently okay. I think he feels the same way. The fact that he's not pushing early, got to let this race roll for a little bit before maybe trying to get some more spots. Let it come to him later. Side-by-side further back, Corey Ennis, Marcus Emerson battling side-by-side. Ennis to the inside will go to 6th place. Behind Andrew Moore Jr., Roger Rios with highest in 9th. Tracy Powers now sits in 10th. See the side-by-side still going here for 6th place. Emerson fighting back on the outside lane. You see Emerson hanging on over Corey Ennis. Further back still, some gaggles of cars. Like that group behind Albert Williams, Jacob Musso, and that number 95 machine trying to find a way through. Head down back into turn 3, further back here. Kind of calm so far. That's not saying too much, I should say. Staying calm. See, pass back there. I think that might have been further back. Andrew Niedert battling James Wallace. Side by side they go. This is back for 25th right now. Battle about here. far, this is kind of the difference than what we've seen before at these short track races so far this season. A little less chaotic to start things off. First 15 laps so far, granted. Clean and green, no issues here. Al-Bajari. But out in front, Dane Cruz so far, commanding lead, almost a second now over Michael Mueller. Mueller in second, Tyler Marble back in third, Saylor fourth, Jeff Marble is in fifth. Brandon Saylor having a decent run so far tonight. Still a long way from over, but hey, got to start a good run somewhere. Just kind of looking, nobody has won multiple short track races this season. 5 short track races, 5 different winners. We'll see if anybody finds a way to add themselves to that list as a 2-time winner at one tonight. Now your highest running winner of a short track before is Michael Mueller. He was the winner back in North Wilkesboro. He's looking to see if he can pick up the win tonight. It's Jeff Marble battling Brandon Saylor right now. As mentioned though, Dane Cruz is your race leader, still out in front. Good chunk now as they run right now. Last week's winner, Chris Chavez S3, only up to 25th. Struggling a little bit early on in this race. Had a great race at Iowa last week. Started on the pole and was able to rebound back late in the race to get back up towards the front. Never looked back again. He's looking to do so again tonight, maybe trying to fight his way back to the front and go for that race win. But see smoke right there. I couldn't tell who that was. Might have been Marcus Emerson. He's back here. Oh, contact with Corey Ennis. How on earth that wasn't a yellow flag, I'm not sure. It might have been contact with Corey Ennis. We'll double check here just to make sure. Don't want to accuse him of something he didn't do. No, it was contact. Corey Ennis gets to the back of Marcus Emerson. A slide. He hangs onto it. How that wasn't a yellow, I don't know. But Emerson now shuffled back to 18th because of it. And on those tires that are definitely screaming now. We'll see what he's able to do. Michael Mueller holding second place for now, handedly, not really getting caught yet by Tyler Marble, or Jeff Marble, excuse me, who's now in third over son Tyler. Jeff's not really had a fantastic season, I guess is the best way to put it. His season so far is just not really gone the way he would have hoped it to have gone, I would say. No wins so far this season. Only 5 top 5s through the first 23 races. It's been a really rough go at it in that number 15 car, but he's trudging on, marching on. He's going to keep on going. He is still in the chase, but not been a kind of season to really ride home about. Just kind of been there, having some runs. Looking to see if he could change that here and get a good run, maybe even a win tonight. Definitely help turn the tide of the season. Right now he sits third behind Michael Mueller, his son Tyler, the points leader, in fourth. And his competition, Quentin Park, is in 14th right now, kind of by himself right now, not really on the back bumper of someone and not really with somebody on his back bumper. just kind of trudging along right now, just kind of making do. Long race here, 200 laps. Of course, strategy that'll come into play is how many stops you make, how many tires you take. But so far, green and clean. But back here, fast for second, Jeff Marble gets by Michael Mueller. Looking pretty good in the long run of this one. You see, Jeff Marble is second, Michael Mueller still hanging tough in third, but here comes Tyler Marble to the inside, trying to get by that 99. As they go side by side, down into turn number 1. Just right now, what we're seeing, this outside lane is just so much better. So much better at keeping the position over the others. See, Marble gets a run on the inside, but then the run on the outside lane for Michael Mueller hangs on to fourth. And you see Brandon Saylor now catching up to this battle. It's really the happenings up here, further back, not too much further back. Roger Rios-Matthias right now in the number 1 car, currently running in 8th place. And I talk about him because entering tonight's race, he missed last week at Iowa. He's only 18 points to the good on the cut line to make it into the chase. So needing a good run tonight cannot afford to have a bad race with this chase looming and that cut line battle being so tight on him. He's going to have a lot of pressure to just have a good finish here tonight, and he's doing so far, running in the 8th place position. Right behind him as well, there's Taya Bolito, that number 19 car. Bolito 5th in the standings, looking to see if he can jump a couple more spots, maybe before this regular season ends, as he currently sits in 9th place on track. Tracy Powers mentioned 6 points back of Bill Benedict entering tonight's race. He's currently having a great run in 10th. Bill Benedict, I'd have to look and see, is currently back in 32nd. Not having the greatest of runs, but still out there. Sean Calderbach is on pit lane, and he is parked. He's got damage. What on earth happened to Sean Calderbach? He was by himself that entire run. But he's got damage. Well, he had to just really start the race. Not worries about points with where he's at. 130 to the good entering tonight's race, so 35th isn't going to kill him. Watching Jeff Marble, who's in second, 3.5 seconds back at Dane Cruz, ahead of Michael Mueller, Tyler Marble, and Brandon Saylor in 5th. Dane Cruz just really running a perfect run so far as he's getting ready to catch the worst thing you can hear said, lap traffic. He's got the back half of this field in his sights. He's catching them. He's up ahead, further back, I should say. Tyler Ippolito has gotten by both Roger Rios-Matthias and Andrew Moore Jr. to get up to 7th place. He now marching forward in that number 19 machine. Winner earlier this season back at Phoenix, a pseudo short track, if you will. He is currently up into 7th and tried to push his way forward in that number 19 machine. Having a good run so far. You see Michael Mueller way up high there through 3 and 4. Tyler Marble trying to the inside once again, and that number 48 machine just can't quite get there to make it stick. And so he'll stay tucked in line for now. As side by side we go down the front stretch. Roger Rios-Matthias on the inside of Andrew Moore Jr. Now here comes Tracy Powers to the inside of Andrew Moore Jr. More cars trying to find their way by this 77. I think he's starting to struggle just a little bit more. And that's got more people thinking they can capitalize and make these passes, trying to move forward, trying to keep advancing their positions here. A lot of cars right here from about 8th on back to about maybe 12th. Or maybe 14th, actually. That's Quentin Clark in the back of this group. Howard Williams and Jared Bundy side by side. That's for 12th. Bundy battles Quentin Clark. 13th place on track. Jared Bundy there, watching him make his way around. There's Michael Mueller, who's in 3rd. Jacob Musso back here battling side by side with Tracy Powers for 9th. Further ahead, battle for 2nd is on. It's Jeff Marble trying to hang on over Michael Mueller and Tyler Marble, who are now catching up to him, as well as Brandon Saylor. But they are well behind current race leader, that is Dane Cruz, starting to put some cars lap down as he runs, catching the back of Bill Benedict in 30th place now. Danny just having a fantastic run right now in this number 70 machine. A near flawless drive, if you will, as things stand. Field top 5 really stationary. Corey Anderson 6th, got Ty Ippolito, caught him, now ready to try to pounce on this position. Ippolito making a move to the inside, trying to on Corey Anderson, just can't quite get the run to make it work right now. There he is, there on the bottom lane. Just the exit for the 40 on the outside, so much better. Lap car up ahead, that's, I believe, Andrew Nieder, which will play in Ippolito's favor. Tight racing here as Ennis tries to get down inside of him. Side by side go both Ippolito and Ennis, but Ippolito going to take the spot. He'll slide up in front and take it. 6th place now for that number 19 machine. And up front, second place battle. Tyler Marble, actually for third, slides off of turn 4. Here comes Sailor now to make the move for fourth. Sailor trying to find his way by that number 48 machine. Sailor trying to higher line maybe and arcing down and getting a run off the corner. You know, get a good run down the back straightaway. Tried to get to the inside of the 48, just couldn't get there in time. Marble covers it off and keeps hold of that position. Further back, battle for 10th place. Tracy Powers has it. Albert Williams, he wants it as he makes his way around off of turn number 4. Side by side, these two are for a second. Powers with the run on the outside lane, though, able to hang on and take advantage of it. So plenty of positions swapping around on the racetrack right now as things stand. It's Marble trying to fend off Brandon Sailor, who the catch passes 64 of Glenn Grigsby. Lap him. Jake Hickson to the inside of Brian Conklin. Hickson takes advantage and holds that spot. And up ahead by 8 seconds now, Dane Cruz. He has lapped up to 29th place of Ryan Haynes. David Hara next in his sight line with a couple other cars right there in the mix. This number 70 machine is almost a half a track ahead of second place. And it's working out perfectly for Dane right now. The fact that we've stayed green this entire time, that we have not had any cautions so far in this race, that we have stayed clean, that's worked out perfectly for him. Because he's been able to stretch his legs and build this big of a lead that he has right now on the racetrack as he makes his way now catching up to the back bumper of more lap traffic. This is 28th place, Wayne Grossi in the 9 car, who's going to try to fight off that 70 for all he's got because he needs to. He absolutely needs to. He will not be able to do so. That'll allow Cruz now to lap up to 28th place. He's got Wayne Grossi actually coming to pit road right now in the number 9 car. Would expect maybe pit stops to be coming soon for some drivers. Dane Cruz out to a 9-second lead right now. Tyler Marble gets up into 4th place. Ty Ippolito, though, is on the back bumper and putting pressure now. Here comes Ippolito, zooming by for 4th place now. This 19 machine, he is set up for a long run in this race. That car has come to life. Caution is out on the racetrack. Cody Matthews, Philip Chavez up in the outside wall. Caution for the first time tonight. Here on lap number 65, a nightmare for Dane Cruz and a dream for Ty Ippolito, who has been rolling through this field. Now going to have it restacked and closed back up as we'll take a look at what happened with Chavez and with Matthews. 3-wide situation here. Matthews just drifted the corner. I don't think he knew that Chavez was right there. And they make contact. You'll see it off of turn 4 here as they head on the back there. Went off of turn 4. I don't think Cody Matthews knew that Chavez was getting to the outside lane, and Philip Chavez gets put in the outside wall after contact with that number 10 machine. So, of course, everybody comes down pit lane, and the race off pit road is won by Dane Cruz. Racing like a man possessed tonight in this number 70 car. We'll see if he can hold up and keep it going. So we're doubled up. It's Cruz, Mueller, Marble, Ippolito, Marble, or Sailor actually. Marble, Tyler Marble is 6th. It's the front 3 rows. Getting ready to restart here on lap number 69. Here we go. Green flag. Dane Cruz gets us back to racing. Cruz gets clear of the lead. Sailor and Ippolito almost make contact further back here for 4th as the 19 machine trying to make it stick here. He's gotten more track position now. Can they take advantage of it as they fight back down into turn number 1? The mad dash heading back down into turn number 3. Or turn 1 as caution is out. Looks like Jared Bundy is around on the front straightaway. Jared Bundy damaged up on the front stretch here. So we'll go back to the BRN replay now. The second caution of the night coming out here on lap number 71. Here's what happens. Jared Bundy just gets loose. Andrew Moore Jr. nowhere to go. Brian Dubel nowhere to go. Contact made, slams into him, and around they go. And then right there, Andrew Niedert just wanted to be part of the accident too. Let's see it happen right here. Bundy gets loose, slides up the track. Nowhere for Dubel to go. And then Andrew Niedert joins in the party. So quick caution here. They will not change anything. I don't think anybody will come down pit road except for those that got some damage. At the least, they'll be the ones to come down. So we should get double file here this next lap around. Once we do, get ready to restart once more. And there, the lights are off on the pace car. So here we go. Pace car's off. Dane Cruz going to try this again, leading the field to the restart zone, where he will mash that gas and get us back to racing here. 125 laps to go. Miller doesn't get as good a launch on the outside lane again, but he's going to try to send it in there into turn 1 and be right there with Dane Cruz. Just can't quite do it, as Ippolito side by side with Jeff Marble for third. Dane Cruz been the best car all race long. Can he continue that here after those rash of cautions? Miller trying to find a way to keep up with him. Caution again on the racetrack further back. Car on the outside wall. I think that might be Corey Ennis. Indeed it is. And now after about the first 60-ish laps of green flag racing, a rash of cautions come out here. You see it right here. Another driver getting loose off of turn 4. And right there, Rodriguez Matthias gets into it. There you see the 81 of Albert Williams got a piece as well. Jeff Shutt, Brian Conklin. And I think that might have been another car that was involved. We'll take a look back on the drone cam and see who else we can see that gets a piece of this one. But the one machine gets into him here when he snaps up the track. Jeff Shutt, Brian Conklin, Marcus Emerson able to miss it. Chris Chavez S3, he gets tagged as well in the end. Right on board, Roger Rios Matthias. Really nothing you can do when the car goes around right in front of you. So 3 straight cautions here. On lap number 80, Dane Cruz is still in control of this field and has led the way from the drop of the green up until this point. I imagine Dane Cruz probably doesn't hate too much that we have these rash of cautions. These cautions continue to help him just log more laps, continue to lead this field. We'll see how things shake out here on this next restart. Dane Cruz still the control car, still leading this field. See how this restart goes for him this time. Pace car's off once again. Here comes Cruz to the restart zone to get us back to racing here at Richmond. Green flag back in the air. And the more restarts we keep having, the better everybody's getting at keeping up with Dane Cruz in these restarts. So that time Michael Mueller still right there on his door as they come off of turn 2. Side by side for the race lead. Mueller trying to work the top side to get by Dane Cruz, but the bottom lane so dominant for the 70, he's able to make it work and keep hold of the lead for now. As they continue on down the back straightaway. Further back, Ippolito trying the top side of Brandon Saylor. You see Tyler Marble side by side with Jacob Musso as they head down towards turn number 1 once again. Marble jumps to the outside, charges hard on Ty Ippolito. And he'll take a chance now on the inside. Sends it down on the bottom lane now, trying to get up there into 5th. Ippolito still hanging tough on the outside lane. Marble not quite clear just yet. Coming off from front straightaway here. Race still keeping tabs on the race leader. Dane Cruz has not gotten away just quite yet. Watching Dane Cruz hang on for now for the race lead. Dane Cruz at the stripe, lap 93 underway. Started to pull a little bit away from Michael Mueller. May not feel the need to push as hard as before. Started to kind of space back out. We're kind of finding their groove. Cruz starting to find a pull away. You see the battle for 8th place. Roger Matthias up here in the top 10 again. Tracy Powers, Jake Hickson right behind now as they make their way down into turn 3. Matthias with the front end damage, going to have Jake Hickson to his outside. Over the 16 there. Dayton Cruz starting to gap this field again as we cross the halfway point of this race. And it's Saylor holding on to 4th place over Tyler Marble. Back Marcus Emerson inside Roger Reese with Matthias. That damage starting to hurt that one machine, it seems like, as he starts to fall backwards. Up front, Michael Mueller has got some trouble coming. And his name is Jeff Marble. Jeff Marble trying to find a way around that number 99 of Michael Mueller. So far this season, Jeff Marble's best finish. Darlington and Martinsville, both races, he finished 3rd. We're going to see if he can at least pick up 2 more spots, if not even just 1 spot. And picking up a 2nd place run will be good for him as he follows behind that 99, trying to find a way around him. Marble now peeking to the inside. Trying to get by him. Side by side they go. This battle for 2nd happens 2 seconds behind Dayton Cruz. I think we're back. Maybe we're back. There we go. Storms are brewing bad outside right now, so apologies for that, but I'm hoping we can stay connected here. I think we're... Yep, we just got disconnected from this. All right, we get to rejoin. We'll be right back.
Ooh. Call Logano. Hey, Joey, you can save money if you fill up at Shell if you use Advanced Auto Parts Speed Perks.
Dude, I'm way ahead of you.
You saved at the pump?
Yeah, I saved at the pump.
The pump?
The pump.
He saved at the pump!
Woo! Now you can save at the pump when you shop at Advance Auto Parts. Learn more at advanceautoparts.com/gas rewards.
Now, it's my turn.
Man, we're door to door. I have the better car, fresher tires. I drove it in deep, and you missed it. I know you wanted to watch it, but you got throttled by your data plan, and it slowed you down. You hit your data limit streaming all that techno music, didn't you? I mean, really? Man, you've got some questionable taste in music.
Switch to Sprint.
So, Ginny, what makes you an awesome different driver?
Well, there's a lot to it. Man, it's a rush. So what makes home selling with OfferPad awesome different?
Oh, so much. But with OfferPad, it's a lot more home selling stuff and a lot less bumping into people.
I don't bump into anyone.
Home selling with OfferPad is awesome different. Request your free cash offer today at OfferPad.com.
Well, they're letting fans design cars again.
Aliens. I know they're out there. So with Toyota's help, I designed a car to welcome them with open arms.
Cool car. I was abducted once.
Oh, you're back.
Will they make contact? I don't know, but I want to believe.
What will you design? Enter for a chance to win at Sponsifyer.com.
Thank you.
I believe we're back. I hope we're back. And if we're not back, that'll be a problem. Dayton Cruz is leading. And through the confusion of having to leave and reset everything, it seems like it's lost his paint scheme. There we go. There's that Cruz Auto Racing number 70 car. So back here, live on BRN. There we go. A 3.8 second lead over second place, Michael Mueller. Jeff Marble still in third. Ty Ippolito is fourth. Tyler Marble is currently in fifth here with 119 laps now in the books. Dayton Cruz having a dominant run here tonight in this number 70 machine. So hopefully no problems the rest of the way on our end. Hopefully it's just maybe incidents that happen with the drivers and that's it, if even. Dayton Cruz, however, would hope for it to stay green to the finish. Last thing he wants to see is a caution flag flying here that would rack the field back up and let him get back together, give him a chance to pass him. Oh, and there it is. Brian Conklin around. Take a look at your BRN replay. I'll show you Conklin. He got some help. Oh my goodness, that was very interesting there. Take a look back and show you once more. Go a little further back to show just to see if maybe this is something that happened beforehand. Just kind of drives it in deep and gets into the back of Conklin. Right on board with that number 9 car. Just got in too hot. No, he just got in way too hot. Unfortunate for Grossi and Conklin both. Field pits, Dane Cruz comes off your race leader still, to the surprise of nobody. Cruz, Mueller, Marble, Ippolito still top 3. Top 4. Tyler Marble is currently 5th. We're double file, ready to go back racing. Here we go, Dane Cruz to control car once again. We'll see how he does in control of this field. Restart zone we go. Green flag flies, back underway. Field stays tight with Cruz again. Jeff Marble on the inside for second here. Trying to get there. Michael Mueller trying to work the top side for the race lead again. Door to door. Oh, spinning in the background. A caution will fly. Chris Chavez Essery. Turn on the backstretch into the inside wall. Cruz hangs on to it. The race lead is Essery now. Hits the inside wall. Last week's winner goes around and the caution comes out once more. Take a look at your replay. It looks like just a simple spin. Just loses it in turn 2 by himself. Locks it down and just slight contact with an inside wall. Right here, I think he got contact with Philip Chavez as well, and just a light tap, nothing crazy. But we'll go in and see about getting damage repaired for sure. I believe he probably had to take the wave around to get back on the lead lap. That's why he was on maybe, looked like maybe he spun out just on older tires. He's coming to pit road right now, I'd imagine. So we'll get the one to go this time. See what Dane Cruz can do on this run here. Can he pull away like he has before with 70 laps to go? We'll see what that 70 machine has in store for us. Green flag flies right now. Better jump that time for Dave. Michael Mueller going to send it on the outside lane. Trying to hang tough with the race leader off of turn number 2. Side by side they go down into turn 3. Dane Cruz inside lanes where he's been so good all night long. Hugging that bottom line. Hugging that yellow painted line. He holds on for now. Dane Cruz will clear back for the race lead again. Michael Mueller second. Jeff Marble is third. Tyler Marble to fourth now as Ippolito slides back to fifth. Chasing that 70 car. And I would expect with the cautions the way they've come and the pit stops that have been taken, I don't believe they have to pit again. I think we're good to go to the end of this race. No questions asked, but I'm not positive on that one. As you see Mueller trying to charge this bottom line, trying to follow the tire tracks of Dane Cruz to see if he can't figure out what that 70 car is doing. Keep up with him for the race lead and try to make a pass. Dane Cruz has been the dominant car all night long, and he's looking to close it out here with a win if he can. So we're having more connection issues. Fantastic. Dane Cruz still leading. I don't know why we keep having connection issues right now. I really don't get it. Dane Cruz continues to lead here, lap 140. See Jeff Marble to the inside now for second. Here he comes to the inside of Michael Mueller. And we keep having these freaking issues. Keeping connection, I don't know why. I don't get why. We should not be having these issues that we're having. Marble on the inside of Mueller for second. Heading down to the bottom lane. Still cannot make this pass stick. They continue to battle here, and as they do, Dane Cruz just trying to get ready to pull away from this field once again. Caution out again. Philip Chavez, Bill Benedict's in it. The 90 car is around. And so we're back under yellow. BRN replay once again. Well, this starts with the 14 of Philip Chavez. I think contact there from the 14. We'll take a look again and see. It's already a little sideways, and you'll see entering turn 1. Clark does tag him there, makes contact, and around goes the 14. Now he'll wind up sideways here on the backstretch, and then Bill Benedict trying to miss, slides in and makes contact. Contact there with the 94. And then you'll see right here, Benedict just trying to miss. Clobbers the left front. So all these cautions that we keep having, it's going to help these guys that have been staying out, that to not have to keep worrying about fuel. They're pretty much near their number, if not on it, with about 50 laps to go, I should say, when we go back green. So here we go, we'll restart with 51 laps to go. On this restart, Dane Cruz leading, Michael Mueller is in second. Then it's Jeff Marble, Tyler Marble in row 2, Taya Polito, Jacob Musso is that third row. Dane Cruz, Jeff Marble, both getting a good jump on Mueller. As you see here, Jeff Marble up to second. Michael Mueller trying to find a way around him if he can. Dane Cruz has the lead. Battle back here for top 5 position. Taya Polito trying to hang on over Jacob Musso in the 95, trying to get there. Tracy Powers making a good run here, needing a good run here in that number 25 machine. Came in 6 points down to Bill Benedict, who currently sits in 28th place. Great run for that number 25 car tonight to put himself in a position to advance into the chase. Side by side, further back, Joseph Musso, Marcus Emerson. All around goes somebody. That's Jeff Shutt. And just like that, a big one pileup happens here in the background. Multiple cars involved in this one. Take a look at the BRN replay and show you how it all transpired. That starts with Jeff Shutt getting turned back here. Oh, Brian Dougal just gets in the back of Jeff Shutt. He goes on the track, and then everybody able to, trying to miss it, finds a way in there. Thomas O'Hara. Dougal slides down pit lane. See it here, just coming in hot. Just missing Quentin Clark. Essery misses. Matthias gets tagged at 29. David Hara gets into the wall. Albert Williams gets a piece. Thomas O'Hara trying to miss. But through all that, Dane Cruz remains your race leader. Now Jeff Marble in second. Tyler Marble is in third. So we're back double file, ready to restart here on lap 159. When we go green here. Still Dane Cruz leading now. Jeff Marble on his outside, trying to give pressure for the race lead. See how they do. Dane Cruz now controlling this field. Back to green we go again. Jeff Marble on the outside. He gets a really good launch with the 70 car. Can he take advantage down into turn one? Not quite. Dane Cruz hangs on the lead for now. But here comes Marble. Hard push to the outside lane. Not able to take advantage of it. Jeff Marble's still in second. Still putting pressure on Dane Cruz. Michael Mueller way wide into turn one. Mueller trying the high side, trying to find something. Might have just found the wall instead. As now here comes Jacob Musso to his inside now for fourth place. and Musso battle for 4th place. This battle keeps happening here. Quentin Clark in 10th, battling with Joseph Musso for the spot. Further back, a big gaggle of cars. Ahead, you see Brandon Saylor's got a mirror full of Alan Pajari in that 34. Haven't mentioned his name at all tonight. He has now found himself into the top 10. Very quiet race for him. But up front, it's not been quiet for Dane Cruz. He's led every lap pretty much this race. Drop of the green flag all the way up to this point. Lap 170. 31 laps to go. Can Dane Cruz close this out, or can Jeff Marble give him something for the end of this race? Dane Cruz continuing on here. To lead this field, Alan Pajari now up to 6th. Looking to see, I think he took fresh tires under a recent caution, so fresh tires helping out that 34 car move it through the field. Can he find his way to the front? Got maybe 34. Oh my goodness, that's Sigamuso and Tire Marble. Contact made on the front stretch. Door to door they were. Now they'll be door to door again off of turn 2. Oh, Tyler Marble slipping and sliding here down into turn 3. As Pajari trying to make work, looking to see what happened. Sigamuso got into the back of the 48. Forced his way to the inside, And door to door, they went all the way down the front stretch. Kept it all together in one piece. But coming quick now is that 34 Alan Pajari trying to get a good finish out of tonight's race. He entered tonight 23 points to the good in the cut line. A top 5 could very well do him some favors to trying to punch his ticket into the chase. He now goes inside of Tyler Marble. This is for 4th place. And he's going to get it. Not a matter for him winning the race, really just trying to get a good finish out of tonight. As we're having more connection issues. Can we finish this one out here? Pajari, an 8-time winner in this league. But this season really hasn't been a phenomenal one to him, but it's going to be a caution that's going to give him a chance at maybe the win. Trying to pull up stats, a caution flag flies. And it looks like it was Thomas O'Hara in the 07 that brings out our most recent caution now with just about 20 laps to go. Contact with Ryan Haynes, contact with David Hara. Simple contact, but this is going to shake things up. The leaders come down pit road, and for the first time tonight, the race leader is not Dane Cruz. Now it's Alan Pajari who leads. Dane Cruz rolls first off of pit lane. Only a 6-second stop. Did he only take right side tires? Indeed he did. Rights only for Dane Cruz. This is going to be something. Dane Cruz going to restart in 9th place, maybe 8th place, as Michael Mueller ducks to pit lane now. Dane Cruz will be 8th. With 7 cars ahead of him who did not come down pit lane. It's Alan Pajari, Jeff Shutt, Roger Rios-Matthias, Chris Chavez S3, Andrew Moore Jr., Corey Ennis, and Brian Burchett. They stay out under this caution and throw a wrench in the perfect race that Dane Cruz had going. Oh man. So here we go. 27 laps to go, or 17 laps to go. We hit the green flag. Pajari leading this field. Jeff Shutt is in 2nd. Green flag flies. How does this one sort itself out? Look at Jacob Musso ducking 3 wide to the inside already. Dane Cruz shuffled back. Oh, Andrew Moore Jr. spins. There they go. The big one on the backstretch. Everybody's in it. Everybody gets tagged in this one after Andrew Moore Jr. goes around. The entire field piles up into this one. The only camera angle that can do this justice. We're going to the skies. We're going to the blimp cam. And you'll see it right here. Andrew Moore Jr. just tagged by Jacob Musso. At the same time, Esri gets tagged. And everybody gets tagged in the process. Everybody finds a way into this one. Dane Cruz gets in this. Ryan Burchett, Taya Polito, Marcus Emerson, Quentin Clark, Joseph Musso, Cody Matthews gets tagged there at the end. So we've hit 15 to go, presented by 72 Diecast. Under caution after this one, a massive pileup off of turn 2 at Richmond leads the field in disarray. The only thing we know for sure, Alan Pajari is your race leader. Jeff Shutt stays in second. And then it's Roger Rios-Mateus that is currently in third. Ippolito dropping to the back of this field. Jacob Musso, he's kind of helped start that whole thing off. He gets fourth. Tyler Marble gets up to fifth. Dane Cruz is still in sixth. And Quentin Clark, Brandon Saylor, Albert Williams, Andrew Russo are your top 10. And Andrew Russo, another driver that really needed some points tonight. 32 below the cut line, entering it. And mentioned Bill Benedict having his issues that he's had. The number 90 car currently, after all of that, is scored 21st. Just kind of grinding this race out. Just doing what he needs to do. And because of that incident, Tracy Powers is now a lap down in 27th, while Benedict is currently up. So all night long, we've been talking about how Powers had a golden opportunity to get points and jump over the 90 car of Bill Benedict to put himself in. The flip side's happened now. Powers has been involved in an accident. Benedict now is safely back ahead of him with a position to score some points to try to stay in as of right now. Wayne Crossy was involved in the accident. He's only just one spot ahead of Bill Benedict. He's currently in 20th place. Just topsy-turvy chase contender standings that we'll all find out how it works once we get to New Hampshire, how it shakes out after tonight. And then at Daytona, we'll see how everything goes and who needs what. So here we go. 12 laps to go. Pajari leads. Great restart on the outside lane. Matthias thought about peeking down, decides to tuck in line. Jeff Shutt working the top side way up the racetrack. But Pajari stays in front. It's a mad dash for any spot you can get here with 11 laps to go. Musso ducking to the inside. Can he try to go 2 for 1 as Matthias and Dane Cruz door to door further back here? Oh no! Alan Pajari into the inside wall! From the race lead, now way back in this field as Jeff Shutt takes the lead. We're 4 wide up ahead. Somehow we keep it together in the battle for the lead. Jacob Musso has yet to find victory lane this season. He takes the race lead now with 10 to go. Jacob Musso leads. Dane Cruz is in second now, battling by Jeff Shutt. Brandon Saylor keeping tabs as well in the 24, as is the 48 of Tyler Marble. Albert Williams now finds himself in 6th. But Jacob Musso looking to check out on this one. The dominant car of the night, Dane Cruz, finds himself in second now, under fire from Brandon Saylor. Saylor, who took 4 tires, compared to Cruz, who just took 2. Same with Jacob Musso, only took 2, as they make their way down into 3 and 4. 6 laps to go. A second lead now for Jacob Musso over Dane Cruz and Brandon Saylor. And with them side by side continuing to battle, it looks like it's going to end up being a fight for second only. As it's down to just Jacob Musso. Winless so far this season, has yet to find victory lane. He's come so close, but he's just not been able to close the deal. And now, coming to 4 laps to go, he may have had one just fall right into his lap. Caution is out! Oh, and just like that, there it goes. Andrew Moore Jr.'s around, and we are heading into overtime. The last thing that Jacob Musso wanted to see was a caution coming out in the final laps of this race. But instead, he gets it. Andrew Moore to the track into Wayne Grossi. And around goes the 77. Bill Bennett gets tagged as well. And the caution flag flies. Musso only a 2-time winner. Winner at Talladega in 2024, Kansas in 2025. Best finish this season has been a runner-up that he got back at Kansas as well. But he is going to have a dogfight to get this one. So this will be overtime here at Richmond International Raceway. If you don't know what overtime is, I can give you a quick rundown explanation of it. We will get 2 laps to get to the finish of this race under green. We will take the green flag with 2 laps to go. If we make it around and get the white flag, the race will be official no matter what. We'll race to the checkered flag. If we get a caution on the first lap, once we go green, we will get a caution, we will re-rack the field and do it all over again. I believe we have 3 attempts at overtime finishes here in this league, so we only have 3 chances to do it. So you have to at least get the first lap green, and then after that, all bets are off. Jacob Musso searching for his first win since 2025. You've got Brandon Saylor, who I believe looking for his first win, period, here in the FastTrack Cup Series. As they make their way, pacing this time, here we go. It all comes down to this. Overtime here at Richmond. Will it be Jacob Musso or Brandon Saylor? Maybe Tyler Marble or maybe Dane Cruz gets back to the lead and takes the win that he should have had. The dominant car of the night in the 70 car in 4th. Or how about Quentin Clark finding himself in 5th here at a perfectly opportune time? It's overtime here in Richmond. Green flag is going to fly. 2 laps of action left. Saylor hanging tough on the outside lane. Can he capitalize on the corner exit? He'll hang tough for now. Saylor side by side for the lead with Jacob Musso. They head into turn 3. Saylor goes wide. Musso on the inside. Can't fully clear. White flag is out. Saylor leads to the line that time. Side by side they'll be for the race lead, for the race win. Coming through turns 1 and 2. Saylor sideways. Contact with Musso. And Saylor doesn't want to take him out. That's going to let Jacob Musso get his first win of 2026. They wreck across the stripe in the back. Jacob Musso wins it at Richmond. He is going to get there and burn it down. And while it's not a win, I do want to give a shout out to Brandon Saylor. Had the contact off of turn 2 with Jacob Musso. Could have easily ran him hard. Could have easily tried to get the back bumper into turn 3. Didn't do it. He ended up sending it in the corner on the outside lane like he'd done before. Tried to make it stick, and it just didn't work. And he'll come away second for his efforts. But just kudos to him. He could have easily cleaned up the 95. Chooses not to do so. And he will finish second here tonight. There's your finishing results. Jacob Musso gets the checkered flag to fall in his favor over Brandon Saylor. Quentin Clark comes home third after all is said and done. Then you see Tyler Marble back in fourth. Dane Cruz in fifth. Dominant car of the night. He'll come home with a top 5. But that's all he'll have to show for it. You've got Jeff Marble 6th, Albert Williams in 7th, and Michael Mueller 8th. Andrew Russo, great run tonight back in 9th. Needed the points. He's going to get them. Might have a chance at that cut line. Jeff Shutt, he'll finish tonight's race in 10th. Jake Hickson locked his way in after starting last week. He is now officially in the chase. He'll finish 11th tonight. Marcus Emerson 12th. Joseph Musso comes home 13th, and Cody Matthews. Rodriguez Mateus had a great run. He needed a little bit more, but hey, positive points are positive points on the cut line. Brian Dubel comes home 16th, and Thomas O'Hara in 17th. Bill Benedict 18th. He was able to recover pretty well. Brian Burchett 19th, and Andrew Moore Jr. finishes tonight's race in 20th. Alan Pajari wrecking from the lead there. 21st finish for him. Taya Polito comes home 22nd, and Wayne Grossi 23rd, and Tracy Powers, Ryan Haynes. The rest of the cars did not finish tonight's race. Philip Chavez, Cordianis, David Haar, Chris Chavez, Esri, Andrew Niedert. There you see Conklin. Then it was Colton. Then it was actually Grigsby, Bundy, Wallace, Kaltenbach finishing 35th. Michael Kurgelak and Tommy Osborne did not make the field, so they will be scored 36th and 37th. So we'll take a hold real quick, and we'll show you some advertisements from our sponsors of the race, and then we'll talk to our top 3 finishers. We will be right back.
Why choose Gerber Collision and Glass for your repairs? Because 97% of our customers tell us they're completely satisfied with our service. Because we offer a written national lifetime guarantee that means you never have to worry. We stand behind our work for as long as you own your vehicle. Because our technicians are trained in the latest collision repair techniques by the ICAR organization, known to be the best in the business. Because we're recognized by all major insurance companies. Because with over 200 locations and growing, you're likely to find one that's close to you. Gerber is the largest operator of collision and glass repair centers in North America. Wowing our customers is how we got here. Welcome to Gerber Collision and Glass. We're in your neighborhood, and we're here to help.
And we're back here on BRN, catching up with our third place finisher here tonight, Quentin Clark. Quentin, you kind of snuck this one away here at the end of this race. Take us through what happened from your point of view behind the wheel of the 94 car.
Yeah, man, what a mess. Yeah, first I want to apologize to the 14. I was just rolling the center, wasn't trying to gas up. I don't know if he downshifted at a weird point or was trying to catch it in the center of the corner, but I just barely got into the back of him, and I didn't mean to turn him. I'm not sure what happened with the Jeff Shutt incident when he ran into the back of me, and I need to look back at that one. And then the end there, I felt like I was a bowling ball. I 34 was spinning in front of me, and I glance over. And next thing I know, I'm missing the corner. So messy. I don't know how we recovered from almost 2 laps down, and a couple minutes of damage. Got it fixed. Got back on track. We had a really fast hot rod. I just didn't want to qualify 24th. Caught the apron on qualifying, and that was that. And I was in the hornet's nest to start. So I am relieved to salvage. I just wanted top 10 after that tonight, man. I mean, to come back and talk to you. I mean, before qualifying, that was my goal, was just to talk to you again. It's been far too many weeks of being fast and having nothing to show for it. So.
Absolutely. Well, coming up here on the regular season finale, just 2 weeks' time, you got 2 weeks to try, and I believe it's catching Tyler Marble, who currently holds the points lead, to try to get that regular season title, get those bonus points in your favor. What is that going to be like for you with New Hampshire and then Daytona coming up with the last 2 races here?
Yeah, I'm going to try my darndest. I have a baby due literally like any day now. So I'm really hoping New Hampshire was good to us last year. I'm really hoping to, if we can get that win in New Hampshire, I have a shot, because Daytona, anything can happen. So, and we won last year. So I'm leaning on New Hampshire. I was leaning on Richmond tonight. I feel like it was one I should have won last year and came up second. And these are the opportunities that I need to be making the most out of. So happy to come away with a podium, but sucks to not get any stage points. I think I still lost points on both Mueller and Tyler tonight. So I'm gonna do my best and see what happens. And if I'm out for a baby, then congrats to Tyler or Mueller, whoever ends up with it. But we're keeping our heads up and looking forward to postseason too.
Well, alrighty, it is a 3rd place finish for you here tonight. Quentin, teammates, sponsors, shoutouts. We got that 94 car on the podium here tonight.
Yeah, big shout out to Drum Orpheum Rehearsal Hall. I really haven't gotten enough podiums with them on the car since we switched up the paint scheme. And Richmond's sort of a home track for me. I live north of Richmond, and just wanted to do something a little different and have a little bit more color tonight to represent that. So glad to get Drum Orpheum there. Big shout out to my guys at High Spirits Racing, Roger, Andrew, Jacob. Really happy that he finally got the win. I know it's not quite the way he wanted it, because it cost more a little bit, but maybe now he's got the monkey off his back. We'll go get him next week, and so we're just real happy for him. And big shout out to Mach 5 Design, Superior Templating, Jimmy Beats World, Groovy Divine, Great Maine Brewery, Bomb on Fire on Spotify, all the friends and family who's gotten me here today. And big shout out to my wife, who puts the kiddo to bed and is about to be putting 2 kiddos to bed for these races. So appreciate all y'all.
Alrighty, that is Quentin Clark, 3rd place finisher here tonight, and a soon-to-be papa of 2, I imagine is what it is?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, well, congratulations on that. Hopefully everything goes smoothly for that, and we introduce a second Quentin Clark child to the world here soon. That is your 3rd place finish tonight in the 94 machine. Congrats on the 3rd place run.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty, we will now catch up with our runner-up, that being Brandon Saylor. Hey, Brandon Saylor, it's Dawson out in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Dawson. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Well, it's a 2nd place run for you here tonight. You come up 1 spot short again, going for that first career win, but still, nonetheless, a great run for you here tonight. What was that race like for you behind the wheel of the 24 machine?
It was pretty good. I made a pretty big adjustment, a couple the last stops there, and really got the car feeling the way I wanted it to. So just feels good to bring home in a top 5. These are tough races to compete in, so it's nice to bring home a second and be competing for the win, really. So I can't be too mad at that.
Absolutely. Well, you saw you hanging tough there on the outside lane. It looked like the 4 tires might have worked in your favor for a second, but ultimately the contact off of turn 2. What happened there on that last lap?
Yeah, just got a little too throttle happy off of 2 there, and she stepped out. Luckily, I didn't wipe out Jacob there. I was able to gather it up and carry on, but just a little too throttle happy there on the exit, and that's all she wrote. So I'll take my second, tuck my tail, and go home, I guess.
Alrighty, well, it's a second place run for you here tonight. I'm not sure the point situation, how that shakes up for you, but still, nonetheless, having another podium finish this season, another runner-up finish, should say, how does that feel? Just building confidence towards trying to get that first career win.
Yeah, it feels good, man. Just continue to bring the best setup I can each week, get some practice time, and hopefully, make the right adjustments through the races, and hopefully be there to at least compete for this championship when we hit the reset button here in a couple weeks. But feels pretty good.
Well, alrighty, Brandon, it's the second place run for you tonight. Teammates, sponsors, shoutouts. What got you on the podium here, Richmond?
Yeah, just like to shout out, FastTrack. Thanks to all the sponsors. Thanks to Tyler, Brian, and Jeff, and all that they do for the league. And just appreciate being a part of this league. So thank you.
All right, that's your second place finisher here tonight, Brandon Saylor. Congrats on the second place run, Brandon.
Thanks. Yeah.
And alrighty, now we will go and dial up our race winner, Mr. Jacob Musso. Hey, Jacob Musso, it's tossing out of the booth. You got a copy?
I do.
Well, finally, the Musso missile hangs on and takes home a checkered flag here in 2026. First things first, congratulations on the win.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, it's been a long time coming. It's felt like all season you've had races kind of slip away from you. What was it like to have one finally kind of fall into your lap in a way, to work out in your favor and to get it, to take home the title, the trophy tonight?
Yeah, first off, I just want to apologize to my teammate. I mean, I knew they were on older tires, and I took 2 on that couple restarts to go, and I just rolled the corner way too fast, and I picked up the throttle a little too early and got into him and caused that wreck. Definitely hate it for those guys. But yeah, I mean, I felt like I had speed long run all night. I made an adjustment in one of the runs and absolutely killed my car, so I had to go back on those adjustments and pick up the pace in the spots I lost. And I got up there and I felt like if those new tires weren't coming, I would have had a shot at like a podium. And then that caution came out and I'm like, all right, I'm taking 2. So I took 2 and I got track position there and just carved my way up through and just held on for dear life there at the end. I mean, I checked out as fast as I could and I kind of burned my stuff up. And once that caution came out with 3 to go, I knew it was going to be hard to hold off Brandon. And yeah, luckily we did and just got it done.
Well, alrighty, it is a win for you here tonight, heading towards this chase, finally getting this monkey off your back. Do you feel like that kind of helps open the door for you as the season gets ready to come to an end, to a crescendo, to trying to make a run in the chase here?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I felt like it was the guy to beat last week, and I just had a mishap there on the back straightaway fighting for the lead. So it was good to come here and get the win. I feel carry some momentum into the playoffs. I mean, I've been kind of consistent here through the season, but like you said, I had some wins fall through my fingertips here. So just hopefully this win produces more wins, more top 5s, and just really consistency is going to be the key to win the championship this year. So just going to lock in and try to rattle off as many top 5s and wins as I can.
Well, alrighty, it's a race win for you here tonight. Teammates, sponsors, shoutouts. What do you got for us tonight, Jacob?
Yeah, I want to shout out all the teammates at HSR, Moore, Roger, and Quentin, my brother Joe, and my team owner in another league, Corey. He's in the 40 car, so he got done this week, so it was pretty cool to get 2 wins in that shop. So yeah, just Fast A's Hot Rods, Lucky Dogs podcast, and all the boys cheering me on.
Well, alrighty, that is your race winner tonight. Jacob Musso finally gets that 2026 win to go in his way. Congratulations on the win tonight, Jacob.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so that will do it from us here tonight at Richmond. Jacob Musso finally gets that monkey off his back. Mentioned finally finds the checkered flag, finally wins one here. We'll see if that opens up the door for him to pick up some more as this year goes on. Just 12 races left. It's hard to believe we're already almost to the end of this 2026 campaign. It's been coming by fast, and it doesn't have any sign of stop anytime soon, though. Next week, we head to New Hampshire Motor Speedway. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern next Monday night here on BRN. But we got plenty of other racing coming up here on the BRN family of leagues. Of course, Tuesday nights are the Slide Job Racing League. Tomorrow night, we head out to Dover, Delaware. We'll be racing the Monster Mile for 175 laps tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern here on BRN. This upcoming Thursday night, it's the Sofa Racing League. We'll be heading on in our next race. We are running at, give me a second, the old Atlanta track. So we're running at Atlanta this upcoming Thursday here, 9 p.m. Eastern on BRN. And then soon, not sure when, we'll start keeping you tabs on it here, but get ready. Saturday nights are about to get more fun here on BRN. The Blazer Sim Racing Truck Series will be coming over to BRN as part of the BRN family of broadcasts. We're excited to have them joining on with us, taking over the reins of it here. Of course, that's where I got my start with broadcasting, was that league, was the Blazer Sim Racing Truck Series. So I'm really happy to have it with us in the fold. I'm really happy to have it with us just getting everything going and trying to get this league going back the way it could have been. So we'll have more information about that as we get closer to it, but that will be coming to us here soon. So keep your eyes peeled Saturday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern for all of that. So I want to thank you as always to the drivers who tune in, who come out and put on a show for us at this track. I want to thank you to you all who tune in and view these races, whether you're watching the race live with us here or you're tuning in after the fact and watching after the race. Thank you as always for tuning in here on BRN, but that'll do it from us here. This is Dawson Allen signing off saying so long and have a great rest of your night.